Welcome back. Today's session is on system performance management. So we are on domain 4 part A 4.7. So as we go through this session, I would request everyone, if you like my session, please do subscribe to my course so that whenever there is a new update which comes out, or as we proceed with the sessions, you would get a notification. You don't need to come back and check. You will directly get a notification which will allow you to progress with the course. And do come back to me with questions or any queries that you might have. I have had special sessions in the past. I would love to do it again depending upon the demand. So at the end of this session, we basically will understand IS architecture and software operating systems, access control softwares, data communication softwares, utility programs, software licensing issues, source code management, and capacity management. So IS architecture and software. So basically there are a couple of things here to just understand. So we have the computer hardware and the firmware, what is called, which comes in through, and we have the OS or the nucleus of the kernel functions. Now operating systems, so this would actually have the various control features or parameters. So proper integrity issues should be checked. Activities should actually get logged and reporting options should be available. And operating systems should be in a reviewable mode. So access control software, actually, why do we have it? So access control is there to ensure that proper people have proper access at the proper time in a data or in a segment where it is required. So access control softwares will actually take that. It will again see that the changes are happening properly. So the converse is also true. So if there are any unauthorized changes or updates happening, that should get detected somewhere. And accessing unauthorized way the systems and the computer resources should also get caught somewhere. So that data communication software, so these are used to communicate data from one point to the other. So typically there are three components. One is the transmitter, which is the source, another is the path or the line, and then the third is the receiver. Utility programs, these are routines that are frequently required during normal processing operations. Now software licensing issues. So basically we have two kinds of licenses. One is free, which doesn't require a license typically. So you could have something known as an open source. You would have a freeware where the code cannot be redistributed. And you would have a shareware where initially it is free, but eventually you are charged. Or you would have from day one the charges. So you could have, paid per central processing unit. So it could, depend upon the power of the server or per seat, or you could have it inside the enterprise, so it's usable inside the organization. It could be per workstations, it could be per utilization, it could be per concurrent users, how many users concurrently are using it. So source code management, so how do you actually manage the source code? So you could have it through a sort escrow agreement, or you could have a full control over it. Now if you are having a full control over it, then you would actually need to have a proper version controls. You would control the source code access, who has access to those codes, who can actually push source codes to production, and how the backups of those source codes are taken, and how changes to source codes are done. So this couple of things should be of very much interest to the IS auditor, because he or she should be checking these things when auditing a source code environment. Capacity management is nothing but planning and monitoring of the computing and network resources, so that we are sure that these resources are available to users effectively and efficiently. Thanks everyone. With this we come to an end of our course of today. Thank you. Thanks a lot.